Welcome to the Apple Mailbox YouTube channel.
If you like the video, please share it with your friends and subscribe.
Why didn't you tell me about your parents?
What do you mean?
I learned they didn't finish high school. I can't believe you didn't tell me.
Wait, what? Why is that such a big deal?
When I met them, they mentioned their past, and it was a lot to take in.
And why is that?
I just felt out of place. I've always valued education, and knowing this about your parents, it threw me off.
So, just because they didn't graduate high school, you're judging them and me?
Honestly, it's a bit difficult for me to digest. Meeting them, trying to relate, it was tiring.
They're good people, Nick. Their education, or lack thereof, doesn't define them.
The whole experience was just a bit off for me. Even the dinner they prepared didn't sit right.
What are you trying to say? That they're beneath you?
I'm saying it was a culture shock. I mean, their lifestyle, their choices. It was unexpected.
So you're judging my whole family based on their level of education? That's shallow.
Maybe, but it's how I feel. It's not just about education. It's about our different worlds.
This isn't the Nick I know, the one I fell in love with.
Look, today was an eye-opener for me. I need to rethink some things.
Like what?
Like us. I had plans, you know? I thought about our future together, but now I'm unsure.
Because of my parents' education. Do you know they run a successful business now? They raised us with love and care.
I know, but it's complicated. I need to think about this.
Think about what? Whether you can stoop down to be with me?
That's not what I mean. It's just, everything's changed now. Let me process this.
Maybe you should think long and hard about what really matters in life, Nick.
I'll need some time alone. I'll reach out when I'm ready.
Hey there, Sarah. I was just catching up with Dad and he spilled the beans. Looks like there's a wedding in the offing. So cool. Mom also mentioned a bit about your fiancé. Can't wait to meet him. He seems like a cool guy.
Max, I hate to say this, but I doubt you'll ever meet him. And no, it's not about him not liking you or anything. Things between us, well, they're a bit rocky right now. The wedding might be off.
Wait, what? Seriously? Didn't you two just decide on tying the knot? What happened?
It's complicated. He met Mom and Dad, right? And for some reason, he didn't take it well that they never finished high school. He was very hung up on the whole education thing and didn't hold back his thoughts. That's what's causing this whole mess now.
That's kind of weird, isn't it? Why would our parents' educational background even matter to him? Is that really such a big deal for him?
Apparently it is.
I'm sorry, Sarah, but if he's making such a big fuss about this, does he really care about you? Your love story shouldn't be defined by diplomas or degrees. That's just plain silly. Has he got some hidden issues or something? Is he trying to find a way out? I'm just trying to understand his angle here.
It's not that. You might know of him, actually. He was in your college batch, same major even. Nick Clark? He said he remembers seeing you but never really interacted. Up until now, he was nothing but sweet to me. I'm still in shock from our last conversation. It just hurts, Max. It hurts a lot.
Oh, Nick Clark, yeah, I remember him. We never really clicked. He had a bit of a reputation, to be honest. Got quite loud after a few drinks, passed some judgmental comments on classmates. Kinda stayed away after hearing that. Sounds like him, doesn't it?
Sadly, yes. Everything you're saying is fitting into place. He went on about how we're not intellectual enough because of Mom and Dad. Told me he needs a break to think things over.
Sounds like you dodged a bullet there. No one should be talking to you or about our family that way. Want me to have a chat with him? I can put in a word, make sure he gets the message.
At this point, I'm too angry to care. He shouldn't have insulted our family. If you think it'll help, go ahead.
I'll handle it, sis. Thanks for letting me know. And remember, we got your back.
Thanks, Max. Means a lot.
Okay, Sarah. I've had some time to think things over. We're not heading towards marriage. I've decided that. It's just not in the cards for me and my family's future.
I had a feeling you'd come to that conclusion.
It's great you went to college, but that doesn't overshadow your background. Regardless, you come from a family without academic achievements. My folks expressed their concerns too. They believe marrying you might not be the best move. I can't compromise on my family's reputation by aligning with yours.
So our family backgrounds matter more than who we are now? Interesting. So my parents didn't finish high school. Big deal. They've built a successful business from scratch and brought up 2 kids who made it to prestigious colleges.
Look, any average person can run a shop or a business. But to me, their venture seems pretty unremarkable. Most folks don't even realize quality. They'll buy anything. I need someone from a similar background as mine, not someone whose family runs a local enterprise. Any logical person would see things from my perspective. To keep my family's name intact, distancing from yours seems essential.
You remember my brother was in the same batch as you, right? Both of us are doing well in our careers. Does that mean nothing to you?
It's irrelevant. I genuinely feel sorry for you right now. Both of you might have pushed yourselves, but things always came easy for me. It's evident. Your brother was never on par with me in college. I'd suggest you stick to your circle. That way, you won't feel out of place.
It's astounding how you can't see the bigger picture here.
Keep thinking that. I come from a lineage of achievers. My mom's a physician, and my dad's an attorney.
Sure, Nick, you all have fancy degrees, I get it. But what about ethics, values? Seems you're a bit short there. Honestly, your decision might be the best thing for both of us. Marrying someone with your mindset, I'd rather pass. I prioritize my loved ones over any status, especially over someone with your perspective.
Well, at least we agree on ending things. And look on the bright side. I can pocket the wedding funds for something else.
Your attitude really disgusts me. By the way, my brother wanted to chat with you. Can he shoot you a text from my phone? He was curious since you two shared the same halls in college.
Sure, I can chat with him for a bit. It'll give me a chance to gauge his intelligence level. Given that he almost became family, might as well get to know him. Pass the phone to him when he's ready. Just to be clear, if he's thinking of talking me into rekindling things with you or the wedding idea, he's wasting his time.
Relax, Nick. He's not going to bring that up. We're clear on the whole wedding thing. We both know it's not happening. And yeah, I remember you mentioned how you think my family's beneath you.
Took you a while, but glad you finally see it from my perspective. Maybe there's a glimmer of hope for you yet.
To be honest, I'd never want someone like you marrying my sister. I've pegged the kind of person you are. Overconfident and driven by a fragile ego. Ending things with you, best decision. You're not the catch you think you are.
Ah, so you're the brother, huh? You do realize you're just a product of, as per your sister's words, a below-average family. Whatever you say doesn't matter to me.
Just for clarity, our parents are wonderful human beings. And here's a piece of advice for you. Think twice before disrespecting someone's family. Because it could come back to bite you. I'm giving you an opportunity here. Apologize and make amends for your behavior. Otherwise, you might not like the repercussions. Trust me, you're not in a good spot right now.
Are you trying to act tough or something? Expecting a high flyer like me to grovel to a family you consider below par? You're hilarious! Sorry is a word you won't hear from me. Over my dead body.
It's simple, Nick. A genuine apology and you'll never hear from us again. Just be humble for once. It's your last shot before things go south.
Enough of this nonsense! Why should someone as gifted as me apologize? Your sis went to some no-name college. You guys are no match for my brilliance. Saying sorry to your kind would be like tarnishing my reputation. You should be on your knees, thanking me for even considering you as equals. Just the mere thought of being related to you people makes me queasy. In terms of social standing, my family is leagues above yours. Everyone in my lineage has held reputable positions. Professors, doctors, lawyers, you name it. You folks, on the other hand, are nobodies.
You sure about that? Maybe recheck your info. This is your last reminder.
Quit playing mind games. You're so delusional thinking you're better. Face it, I'm the cream of the crop here, and I don't owe anyone an apology. The two of you are a perfect match, bottom of the barrel material. For the umpteenth time, recognize my superiority. I'm elite, and you're, well, you.
Noted. Hey there, Mr. Elite. Just a heads up. Don't bother showing up for work starting tomorrow.
Huh? What are you on about?
I've politely told you time and again to cut out that tone of yours. Remember when I mentioned you'd deeply regret if your attitude persisted? Seems like you just never took the hint. Gave you plenty of chances, though. Frankly, I'm thankful we haven't met in person. Could have gotten messy.
Wait just a second. Who do you even think you are bringing up my job? You think you have authority over me? To me, you're just irrelevant, like discarded rubbish.
Oh, seems you're a bit lost. Fun fact, I actually am your boss. Let's make this official, shall we? I happen to be B.C. Beckman's president.
Hold on. You're the president?
Bingo! And effective immediately, you're off our roster. We can't have someone with your character flaws staining our company's reputation. Your overbearing pride and your demeanor, that's no work ethic I want around. Post this conversation, let's not cross paths. Take this episode as a life lesson. Grow up.
What's my confidence got to do with my dedication to work? Hold on, slow down! Are you seriously the head honcho? Got any proof? It's absurd thinking you helm such a prestigious firm.
You'll get an official word from HR and your department head soon. It's astonishing how you can't piece this all together, given your so-called brilliance. Even now, you're still coming off as super arrogant. Let's try some basic manners. Here's how you greet someone. Hello, nice meeting you. I'm Sarah's elder sibling, Max Hirsch. Yes, B.C. Beckman's president.
Just check my email. You really are the top dog?
Yes, I run the show, every single bit of it. It's unfortunate we haven't officially met. I was eager to before Sarah's wedding. Yet, given circumstances, that rendezvous is off the table. Look, both Sarah and I don't appreciate the way you've been disparaging our kin. This might be overwhelming, but take it in stride. Learn and move on.
Oh Lord, you my boss? Seriously?
Didn't we just clarify that?
No, this isn't happening. It's a prank, right? Some elaborate scheme? Impossible! I always imagined myself in that chair. And you? How? Top of the class, always ahead. How are you ahead now? You were the perpetual runner-up. When did the tables turn?
If you're the prodigy you claim, why is this so hard to digest? Plus, how did you miss the memo on the identity of your company's leader? It's a tad amusing. While you belittled my sister and her lineage. Unbeknownst to you, you were envying me, a product of the same lineage. How's that for irony?
This can't be.
You know, the fact that someone like you might look up to someone as silly as me actually makes me feel quite special. But that's not the main issue here. Your continuous jabs at me and my family, totally not cool. I won't let it slide.
Hold up, there's a reason behind what I said.
I don't want to hear it. Everything I know about managing a business and dealing with people, I owe to my parents. I owe my position to them and their connections, too. They were buddies with the ex-owner of this firm who, when he retired, saw potential in me and passed the torch. He recognized my abilities, my dedication. My folks also hammered in the real essence of financial prudence. They made sure I knew the ropes of business, beyond the textbooks and lectures. I'm indebted to them for all the wisdom. Considering how I've soared post-school, mostly thanks to them. Do you still mockingly label my clan as foolish primates?
No, I think there's been a miscommunication. Allow me to clear the air. I was merely ribbing about your family. It was all in jest.
Do you expect me to buy that, especially after all you've spouted? It's a bit too late to backpedal now. Your words were clear. No misinterpretations here. In fact, I've got your evaluations right in front of me. The consensus? Both colleagues and clientele find you a tad abrasive. Your snarky comments belittling them over trivial errors? Your progress indicators are in the doldrums compared to your peers.
That's impossible. Are those stats even accurate? Give me a chance. I swear I can amp up my game. I'm academically sound. I've got the intellect, the smarts. I vow to turn over a new leaf.
Your assurances sound hollow.
Please, grant me a month. I'll exhibit my worth, my potential. I've toiled so hard to climb up to here.
I'm struggling to find a valid reason to retain you. Your attitude stinks. Your performance is underwhelming. And the cherry on top, your digs at my family. Yes, your academic accolades are impressive. I'm glancing over your credentials. They shine. However, in the professional realm, your character and diligence, plus your interaction skills, are paramount. Currently, I see no upside in your continued association here.
This is unreal. Booting me out would tarnish my family's reputation. Can you not do this?
Here, I'm handing the phone back to my kid sis. Were I in your family's shoes, I'd already be mortified. Take this setback as a life lesson. You're officially out.
I can't believe your brother pulled that on me. Why on earth didn't you give me a heads up that he's in charge of where I work? Were you getting some kick out of watching me squirm?
Nick, I honestly had no clue. I knew he had his own business, but he's always been super private about it. He just mentioned something about a surprise for you, nothing more. Look, don't try to twist this around on me. This situation, it's your making.
Oh, come on! Right now, just make sure he knows we've buried the hatchet. I've told you I'm changing, that I'll strive to be the best partner I can be. Let's speed up our plans. I'll ensure you don't have to lift a finger in life. It's crucial you understand how much rides on your decision. Will you still stand by me? I can't afford to lose this job, Sarah.
Have you lost your mind?
Let's hit the reset button, okay? We good? And your parents? They're great folks. I genuinely think so. Make sure he knows I deeply regret my past actions. I'll become the best brother-in-law and treat your family with the utmost respect. Just believe in me.
You can't be serious right now.
I was just clueless about your brother's position, that's all. Considering your family's status, I implore you to look past my mistakes and consider our future. The dynamics have shifted. Sarah, my feelings for you are genuine. Give me a chance to prove my sincerity to you and your family.
No way I'm agreeing to this, Nick, after all the derogatory things you've said. The depths of your insults, they cut deep. And now this pathetic attempt at an apology? It's crystal clear you're just cozying up for the sake of your position. Your priorities, your career and image, nothing more. How could I even consider someone who badmouthed my family in such a manner?
I swear, I'm willing to turn a new leaf. It's not just about my career, but our love too.
The mocking, the ridicule, all directed at my loved ones and me. Such cruelty is beyond pardon. My love evaporated the moment you scoffed at my parents for their lack of formal education. Let's stick to our decision to part ways and just move on.
But so much is hinging on our relationship. Without this, I'm in shambles. Please, allow me a chance. I'm committed to making things right and ensuring your happiness.
I fear if I relent, you'll just revert to your old self over time. You're not genuinely invested in us. It's just self-preservation. Save your breath trying to sway me. It's pointless.
But I mean it. My feelings for you are authentic. If I'd known about your family dynamics and your brother, I'd have been different, more diligent. I'm truly humbled now, realizing I'm not above your family in any way. I'm begging you, I'll do anything to stand beside you as your spouse.
You're going to wish you never talked smack about my fam, Nick.
I'm genuinely sorry, Sarah. I shouldn't have said what I did.
You're about to be even sorrier. For someone who touts his intellect so much, you sure have a knack for terrible decisions. Hope luck's on your side because you're gonna need heaps of it.
Hold on, Sarah. Just one more shot, please. I messed up. Big time. I'm the real clown here. Can you let your folks and your brother know how deeply sorry I am? I'll grovel, beg, do whatever it takes to make things right.
This is the end of the line for us. Hope you find what you're looking for in your new world. The very next day, Nick tried showing up at his office, but they'd already spread the word. He wasn't welcome there anymore. The security guys literally walked him out. Furious, he thought about suing the company. Oddly, he roped in his dad as his legal counsel, but their case fell flat when they couldn't pin down a legit reason to sue. Without a job, the whispers began. Nick felt humiliated, especially with his kin gossiping. He eventually landed a gig as a receptionist, taking bookings at a local barber's. Not exactly the high-flying career he'd imagined. It wasn't long before I caught up with that nurse he was seeing on the side. One conversation, and she left him in the dust. She was in shock, couldn't fathom Nick being so two-faced. She thanked me for giving her the heads up. Nick? His pride was spiraling. Paranoia started to set in. He was super concerned about how he appeared to others, and he knew his own parents were pretty disappointed. After all his academic triumphs, here he was, working a part-time gig, and he'd blown 2 major relationships. As days turned into weeks, he began pondering over Tyler's words. Maybe academic accolades aren't everything. Regret consumed him. And for me, I realized how lucky I was to have broken free when I did. Whoever I end up with, my family's always going to be priority number 1. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please press like button.